Hey, well, welcome back to the Pink Mic, where we help you better your life one belief at a time. Today, you guys, we are going to dive deep into self-discipline. It's the discipline for me. Here we are 6 months into 2024. Okay, 6 months into 2024. So baby, where are you on the goals list? Like on your gauge, how far are you on track? Are you behind? And my guess is if you are behind, it's because you have not implemented some discipline into your goal setting. And so it's okay, but it's never too late to get back on track. So let's get to it. Around here at the Pink Mic, we like to ask questions and then answer them honestly, regardless of how much it may sting in the moment. The sting is going to propel us forward when we implement what we need to implement to get to where we're trying to get. Okay. So first things first, let's be honest with ourselves. Just because we have to do it doesn't mean we want to. I have a handful of goals this year. One was getting in shape and fully leaning into working out. And I discovered recently that a friend of mine said that me working out is a hobby. And I said, it's not a hobby. Hobbies are fun. You look forward to them. They make you feel light and good. Working out is more of a eustress, EUSTRESS. It's something that you don't look forward to, but it makes you happy because you know that it's benefiting you in a way. That's what I would consider my working out to be. Because I know that I can easily fall off. Instead of me going downstairs and working out for free in my gym, which would be cost effective, right? Makes a world of sense. However, I had a ton of people around me saying, you don't need that. You can just pull up YouTube videos or watch other people for free or find free programs throughout the community that you can do for free and save your money. Listen, first and foremost, I value my time as much, if not more, than I value my money. If I'm always having to find time to figure out who's doing what around the city and figure out where they're located, how long it's going to be, how often they do it, blah, 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 figuring out the different videos, I would rather not. I would rather find a program who's already put in all of the effort, all of the work. They've done the background research. They know all that I need, and all I have to do is show up. That works for me. So I want to show up to do what I'm supposed to do, which is why I signed up for a semi-private workout course. I go 2 times a week with them, and I also signed up for a 5K run. And so I'm actually doing 3 hardcore workouts a week. And so I show up to them. I pay them monthly. I pick the classes and the sessions each week based on what my schedule is going to be. And I go and they implement the workout strategies, and I get it done, and I take my behind home. That works for me. And I also know that because I built a relationship with them, they're not going to let me fall off. So even though, going back to being honest with myself, I know that I want to work out. I know that I like to look good in my clothes and otherwise. But I also know that if it's raining, if it's cold, if I'm too sleepy, if I'm too hungry, I'm not going. So when you are setting, trying to enter your era of discipline, you're going to have to be honest with yourself, because when you're honest with yourself, you get results. So be honest with yourself about what you need and figure it out. in a way to where you can't back out of it based on feelings, moments, schedules, things of that nature. Next, understand your time capabilities, time of day, and length of time. I'm going to lean into specifically this goal of me working out. So I have a lot of goals, you guys, but this one is measurable. So I have to be at work at 8:30 Monday through Friday. I know that I am very likely not to work out once I've gotten off the clock. Most of the time, you know how like you watch sports and you could tell they left it all on the floor? That's kind of me. By the time the end of the day has come, I am spent mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the things. So by the time I leave, I guarantee you I'm not trying to go to the bathroom, change into aerobics clothes, and go to the gym. I just don't want to do it. And so I had to find a gym that accommodated my capabilities. And so the class that I take, they have a 5 a.m. session and a 6 a.m. session, a 5 p.m. session and a 6 p.m. session. So I go at 5 a.m. because that also, I don't like the feeling of being rushed. When my mornings are rushed, I don't have the best attitude. So I go at 5. 5 is early, I promise you, and I understand. But 5 works for me, and 5 also allows me to take my time. When I get home, I can sit around for a little bit. I do my little video posts, uploads, check my emails. I pay a few bills. I take my time showering, getting dressed, and I walk out of my house in the morning with time to spare and low energy and a great mood. So I do what works for me so that I can sustain it long term. There was a girl that I worked with for a little while before I found this class, and as cute as she was, as amazing as her body was, as cool as she was, I was always having to calibrate with her schedule, and that didn't work for me long term. I don't want to have to connect with you every week to see what works for you. And then also, it just was multiple things that didn't work out. Additionally, I was driving like 18 minutes to get to her, whereas this course, which is a blessing, is 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So I get to do that. As far as the length of time, I some goals, like my working out, is going to be fairly consistent. As long as I can afford to pay it, I'm going to continue doing it. As far as other goals, there are other things that I'm doing, you guys, like as far as I am working with the gentleman to help me grow my podcast. And so I am able to gauge what I'm getting for what I'm paying, to see and set goals to see how far I get that is going to benefit me long term, which the ultimate goal is to grow my platform, grow my audience, and become monetized at some point. And so I get to play with the timing of how long to be in this, and then to understand how much longer I need to work with him before we transition to another set of work, or before until I get to see how much longer I need before we're getting to another project, or I've hit the pinnacle of the goal, which is to grow my platform and become monetized. And so also being thoughtful of that. When I have open-ended goals, they don't work for me. It's like when people go on diets, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do it for 30 days. I think that it's more of, I want to gauge how long I'm going to be in an uncomfortable state. And so setting goals, it makes it more bearable. When I'm working out and my workout is 3 sets of 15, even though this really hurts, I know how much longer I have to do this before it's done. If it were something where I was doing the same thing open-ended until someone said stop, I don't know if that would be something that would motivate me to want to come back. So being thoughtful of your time capabilities, time of day, and the length of time before you want to see results. Next thing, be honest about your finances. Listen, money makes the world go round, and you are in the world. and you are of the world. So money makes your world go round. There are going to be some goals and some disciplines that you need to implement. And some things may look nice and shiny and you may want to go for it, but it does not make sense for you financially long term. So if there's something that you need to implement into your life to create a space of discipline, you need to figure out how long you can afford it and is it worth that? And if it's not, you're gonna need to do the research to find out a supplement that is equally as beneficial that costs you less or nothing, because you're gonna need to understand what your need is. And if you invest in that need, is it going to benefit you long term? Just telling a little bit of my business. I'm actually in a debt management program because I got a couple of credit cards over like maxed out, and so I'm paying them off, but they're taking money out of my account. I mean, not out of my accounts on my paydays, right? And so even though it's shorting my money for what I'm paying towards my monthly bills, the benefit long term on the back end is beneficial. So once I am able to pay those credit cards off, I can cancel the program. I won't need it anymore. And then I can go back to holding on to that extra money. But also my goal of being debt-free, credit card debt-free, will be satisfied. So I had to look at my money, and I knew that my overhead was so tight. So I had to be willing to cut off some luxuries. I'm actually in a space where I'm not even getting my nails done right now. And if you know me, you know that I love to pamper myself. And so I'm also even stretching out my hairstyles. These braids are so cute. I'm glad for them, but I'm ready to switch it up. And typically I would have swapped this hairstyle out a month ago, but because I'm in a disciplined girl era, I'm having to discipline myself to do a little bit better. I actually, you guys, these are press-on nails. And the good thing is, because I'm in the disciplined girl era, I had to implement something that I said: be honest about your finances. I had to sacrifice $70 nails. Actually, it's like more like $110 to get my nails filled and a pedicure every 2 weeks. I had to put that on hold while I handle this. And so it's worth the sacrifice. And I also see the goal at the end. Okay. So you guys are following me with this. I won't have to do it forever. And I'm also able to see where I'm going and how it's going to benefit me at the end. Okay. Last but not least, be honest about your support system. In this disciplined girl area, when you are setting any goals, okay, you need a support system. I am extremely clear. Do you understand me? I am extremely clear that you have a circle of people, and everyone may love you, but everyone may not support you the exact same. For instance, there's friends that I am die-hard friends with who are not really into fashion, makeup, hair, even working out. Not because they're just anti it, it's just not their quote unquote priority. So when I am looking at videos or social media videos or clips or things, and someone looks so amazing, I wouldn't send it to them because that's not their zhuzh. And I'm not going to get the reaction from them that I would want to get. And so I'm going to send it to my fashion girls. I have fashion girls who are so dope, and they also are very pro beauty, fashion, art, music. Like everybody in my circle is into different things, and I know who to lean into. I am going to be clear about who in my circle is going to help me stay focused. I didn't say for the people who want to crack the whip and stress you out and make it unbearable to go through this journey, or to be unbearable for them to know that you're on this journey and you wish you never told them. No, I'm going to find the people who support me leaning into discipline in my life and being a better version of myself, or achieving a particular goal, and knowing that I can lean into them because they have either accomplished that goal, they too are on their journey of whatever that is, and also they understand. There's one thing, there's that group of people that they support it, but they don't understand it. Then there's that group of people that support it and they understand it. That's where you get into that's the sweet spot. That's the group of people that you need to find. And one of the reasons for my channel is, I will say to you, whenever it makes sense, I truly believe that my gift is encouragement. My gift is support. My gift is being a lover. My gift is being an encourager. That comes natural to me. And so I didn't always have that in my circle. And I felt alone many years, many seasons. I actually wondered, was I wanting too much? Because I didn't have the people around me who wanted the finer things in life for me the way I wanted the finer things in life for me. And it's not just monetarily, but encouraging me to put me first, encouraging me to put more effort into my self-care, encouraging me to find jobs that don't beat me when I come into work, where I leave with a headache and a nosebleed, because it was just too much going on. But I need the check. Not, you know what I mean? Like there was not a lot of that in my circle. And so it took me quite the journey to first and foremost give myself permission to want better without question, without approval, and without giving a fuck. So now that I'm here, initially on this journey of weeding out the people who actively, I hate to say it, didn't care for me, but they loved the benefit of being in connection with me, I had to figure out how to weed them out. And then when I finally got over the guilt of doing that, then I started learning how to show up in a different way for myself, and then in the circle, and kind of more or less reintroduce myself, but it's also to the people who are on this same journey. And lastly, I have begun incorporating people who too are on this journey. And so we are on the journey of living and loving and learning in harmony together. So because of that, I felt very compelled to create this podcast, because I'm excited about my journey, and I know that there are others out there who have similar backgrounds to me, and I just want you to know that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, you matter, and who cares what anybody got to say? Okay, so, and I said the last thing was the last thing, but finally, on this journey of self-discipline, in order to get to those set goals, whatever they may be, is reward yourself. Reward yourself. I don't know what that reward is. Maybe the reward is just reaching those goals. But remember, you are not an island unto yourself. And so when you reach these goals, spread the word. Let your circle know about the goals you set for yourself, and how long it took you to get there, and what you learned along the way, because the more you learn, the more your circle grows. But your circle only grows when you share your journey. So share your journey, reward yourself, and get into it. Get into this life that you only get one of, and maximize it, because why not? Why the hell not? You guys, this is your girl Hope Shantae, and this is another episode of On the Pink Mic. And I will be back with more commentary. Feel free to comment any subject that you may want to dive deeper into, or I've just never touched on that you would love for us to get into. Thank you so much in advance. I really appreciate you. Please like and share. I never ever say that. Please like and share. Like and share. Like and share. Please, baby. And I will be back with more. Talk to you later. Bye.